Well, Josh, the real season begins now. ECAC Hockey play against your Capital Region-rival in RPI. How much are you looking forward to this?
Yeah, I think we put a lot of work in to get ready for ECAC play, and it's a great opportunity to start it off with you're playing the team in the same area, so it should be a lot of fun.
This team has won the last three Mayor's Cups, but hasn't won the Capital Skates Trophy since the 2017-18 season. What do you got to do to get that trophy back here for the first time in 7 years?
Yeah, I mean, you obviously got to win both games to get the trophy, and we split the last couple of years, so we got to find a way to put two games back to back.
How important is it to get the first game? Because the team hasn't lost that first game each of the last 2 years.
Yeah, I mean, there's a ton of intensity in this game, and I think RPI has kind of set the pace and the tempo in those first couple games. So we got to be ready to go in the first 5 minutes. I'm sure it's going to be a hostile building, and it will be a lot of fun.
It's ECAC, so it's obviously big. What's the difference between a weekend with RPI versus going up north to St. Lawrence and Clarkson? Just the dynamic of that rivalry.
Well, it's the only team in our league where we play them back-to-back nights. So I mean, the intensity gets ramped up on that second night, especially, and it's a little bit different because there's a lot more changes that can be made, from Friday night to Saturday night. So a little bit more coaching involved as far as just little subtle changes you'll make from Friday to Saturday. Whereas when you're playing a game against Clarkson and St. Lawrence or somebody two other teams, you're playing two teams, and there's not a lot of changes going on as far as your playing style night to night.
You've been here for a couple of years now and been able to coach in this rivalry a couple of times. So just what does this rivalry mean to this program, and how do you also get some of maybe the newer guys who don't really understand it as much to kind of understand what they're in for this week?
Yeah, I think it's just kind of making sure the guys know how intense this game is going to be, and it's funny. I was listening to a podcast and they were talking about just how like rivalries in your town, and either you're gonna walk in the streets or hide in the alleys. I mean, like we're in the spot where we want to make sure we're walking in the streets of the area, and like we can be proud of how we play in these games.
Saturday's going to be the last time RPI, unless you play in the playoffs here, this will be the last time RPI is going to be here at Messerenka. Any thoughts and memories about that? I know it's only been a couple of years for you, but what is that going to make it even extra special this weekend?
Well, I think so. I hope that it's a packed building, and we really can put this rivalry like the last game here, and honor it and have it have a great game, and go out in passion.
How exciting is it being the visitor going into a venue like Houston Fieldhouse Friday? Do you prepare the guys? Hey, they're going to be hostile tonight. Does that kind of amp up your own room?
I think so. It's a spot where it's you kind of like that, and there's nothing better than being able to skate off the ice with just 21 guys, 22 guys that are playing, and just be silent and celebrating with each other. So we're trying to prep for it. We're trying to let everybody know how loud it's going to be, and just make sure we're ready to go.
How much momentum do you have? Do you think you have after the two wins over Mercyhurst?
I think we're confident in the way we're playing, but I mean I think RPI is playing well, so it should be two teams that feel good about themselves and are ready for the challenge.
Ben Murthersborg wins Player of the Week and Rookie of the Week. That's a rarity in this league to see one player win two awards like that. Your thoughts about Ben, because he had an outstanding weekend, 7-point weekend.
Yeah, he's a gifted goal scorer. He's got a high hockey IQ. He's very focused. He's very intense. I mean, I'm sure when you interview him, if you get a smile out of him, you're feeling pretty good about the interview. But he's a great person, and we're lucky to have him.
It was a little tough Friday night to get stuff out of him.
Yeah, he's all about he rarely takes credit. He's always passing it off to his teammates, and he's just he's also a really hard worker.
Health-wise, everybody good?
Yeah, we're in a great spot.